For your test too, I want to go over a few things that you should pay attention to. So when I do these videos, the best thing for you to do is to take notes on what I'm saying. Then you can go back through the chapters and highlight or make sure you know exactly where these things are. I do these so that you don't waste so much time while you're preparing for the test, and that you can actually focus. So chapter 5 was all about enzymes, and the first thing that you probably have learned from doing everything that enzymes are catalysts, and that they speed up the rate of a reaction by lowering the activation energy. So reactants in the enzyme reaction are called substrates, which you know from your worksheet. Remember, the worksheets are very important. And then when they come together, they form the enzyme substrate complex. And you did one of these on your worksheet showing how once an enzyme is present, it lowers the activation energy. Enzymes, of course, always end in the letters ASE. And that is to let you know that if you ever see the word like lactase in your virtual lab, it ended in ASE. Maltase, any DNase, any word ended in ASE is an enzyme. And so enzymes, of course, have an active site, which you already know from your worksheet, or you hopefully should remember from your worksheet. Enzymes have unique names. As I said, they all end in the suffix ASE, and then you're given examples right there. You should know that enzymes have coenzymes and cofactors, and what those are, which also were on your worksheet. So you want to pay attention to the definition for those. You also want to know how environment affects, which again, what's on your worksheet: temperature, pH, substrate concentration. Those are things that affect enzymes. Know that they can cause enzymes to denature. And when we say something denature, we mean that it unfolds and that it can no longer be used. Looking at how enzymes are controlled, knowing about substrate concentration helps control enzymes. The enzyme that wins is the one that's most abundant at the time. It can convert the substrate to a product because there's more of it. You have enzyme inhibition, knowing that you have ways that an enzyme can be inhibited so that it is inactive. Competitive inhibition, which you saw 2 on your worksheet, showing that they look like the substrate and they fit into the active site, but not completely, and so therefore they end up stopping the enzyme from working. And then this negative feedback loop, showing that if you have enzymes, they'll get you through a metabolic process going from A to B, B to C, and then C to D. And then once you create that end product, it actually acts as an inhibitor for one of the other enzymes. And in this example, it's an inhibitor for B. And that means that once you have enough of the end product, it then inhibits the metabolic process so that there is no more breakdown of that particular product, or no more synthesis of that product. And I think as terms of what you need to know for the test, that's it for chapter 5, other than ATP, and knowing that ATP is the energy that is used in any cell. By now, Lord, you should not have an idea of that. And that we get our most ATP is made in the electron transport system, which is in the next chapter. And in that particular system, you have something called the ATP synthase. Again, it is an enzyme because it ends in ASE. So ATP synthase, and it makes ATP. And all this happens in electron transport gradient. All right, and so that will cover chapter 5 and what you need to know for that one.